show tonight. This is your host, CJ. This is the RockWire podcast. With me tonight is Beefcake Brad from the city by the bay. How are you tonight, Brad?
Hey, I'm loving it, man. We're back. We're talking music. What I mean, you're wearing your sunglasses tonight. What
I wear my sunglasses at night so you can't see my eyes. How are you tonight? Huntsmansupply.com from the Badlands, Derek.
Doing well, Corey Hart.
All right. Well, tonight we have something a little different for you. We have 3 very recent cover songs that are all pretty good that we're going to share with you. And this is the part where I want to remind you, if you're listening on YouTube, check out the show on Spotify if you're a premium Spotify subscriber, because that's where the podcast is, and we link in all the songs we talk about so you can hear them as we talk about them. The show just works better that way. Maybe sometime YouTube will come along to that party. All right. I'm going to start us off because I think I have the best cover this week. And my cover is a band called the Bloody Hammers, and they're covering the old Golden Earring song, Twilight Zone. And this is a husband and wife team from North Carolina. And it's kind of a dark metal version, and Mr. does a great vocal on this one. There's an really odd part of this song where they probably go a full 30 seconds. I shit you not. I didn't time it. But they go a full 30-second breakdown where they literally do just kick snare. That's bad advice. Bad call on that one. But this band they are the satanic horror genre that Derek is such a big fan of. You know, like the Wednesday 13, blah blah blah. And but man, these two, I look at the albums and the album titles, I think they're pretty hardcore. I mean, this is the kind of couple that has abortions just for fun, so they can sacrifice children to Molech and Baal. That's where I think these two are at. But we won't hold that against them because they did a great cover of Twilight. Derek.
Well, so you think they're that way because their name and their album covers? Have you listened to any of their music before?
No, I'm actually kind of sorry I featured them on the podcast.
So you're just being judgmental. Okay.
Totally judgmental. That's kind of what we do.
Well, unlike you guys, I'm very logical and I have a lot of empathy for everybody. So I don't know if you guys are. It doesn't even sound like, CJ, you're that familiar with the original. I don't think so. I've listened to the original lately to kind of compare and contrast because I'm an expert here and I'm a professional. So the weird thing is the first 5 times, I listened to it a lot of times. I listened to a first few times and I hated it. I didn't like it a lot. The reason is because
the original or the cover?
The cover. Because what they do is they fill it with all this distortion of these guitars. And the classic version is so good because it's so stripped down. It has like haunting guitar, that dun 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 dun, and nothing else. And the vocals, it's a very haunting is one thing I think of. And this kind of made it less haunting. It was just more, what it was is it made it more current. So the more I listened to it, the more I actually enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gushing, okay? So that's not gonna happen. But the more I listened to it, I liked it a lot. The Golden Earring version, though, I like a lot too. But it's weird because they have weird sound effects. Like you're talking about that breakdown in the middle of this song. In the Golden Earring song, I'm rambling on just because it was weird. I don't know.
Brad.
All right. Well, here's the deal. I think it's been probably 10 months since we actually talked about the Bloody Hammers. We actually talked about these guys before. We have, if you go back into one of our old podcasts, I actually like this band. I thought they were very true to the original with metaling it up a little bit. They had that phaser sound that would come in and out, just like the original did. You guys made fun of me last time we talked about covers, and I talked about that song by Lips, Dangerous, and you guys kind of like got on me. But this kind of was in that same category. I like it.
So anyway, check it out. And of course, the link to the video will be in the description on YouTube. There we go. Bloody Hammers, Twilight Zone. All right, B-Rad. Your favorite band. One of your favorite bands. Blackstone Cherry.
Yep, Blackstone Cherry does a cover of Tracy Chapman's Give Me One Reason. And, when Tracy did the song originally back, God, it must have been 20 years ago. It was a really emotional feeling song. It made you feel kind of empty and heartbroken because that's really what she was, trying to portray. Really bluesy song. But Blackstone Cherry, they filled the song up. It's full of true emotions. Chris's vocals on here, I think, displays how good of a singer he really is. And then Ben and John's background vocals, they actually match it pretty well. I thought it was great. I want to hear Tracy and Blackstone Cherry do a duet on some reality show. So what, these fake award shows they do nowadays, I think they'd blow the roof off that place.
Derek.
So this is weird because the first song we talked about, I thought filled it too much and it was a little too weird, the changes, although I said I liked it. This song is weird because it layers. It puts layer upon layer upon layer because the original version is very bluesy by Tracy Chapman, but it's very stripped down. So normally I'd say they changed it too much, but what they did is they really made it their own without changing the integrity of the song.
True.
It almost had a bluegrass feel to it. It had a little twang. I don't know. I'd say bluegrass more than country. And it was bluesy. It was really good. It was fun to just listen to and just chill out, just, doing what you do. You chill. I liked it.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm a big fan of Tracy Chapman and her two hits, Give Me One Reason to Stay Here and Fast Car. Those are songs that I've played through a million times. So I really like these songs. And this was a cover that it didn't do it for me. And I guess it started right from the beginning. I thought the acoustic strumming coming in was kind of a dull guitar tone. I know. I'm being negative. Nancy.
Was he up strumming or down strumming? Side strumming?
I just think we gotta get a bright. I like a bright acoustic guitar. That's me. This acoustic guitar was a little dull, in my opinion. So it did have the nice bluesy lead over the top of it with the electric guitar. That's certainly not in the original. I like that. I hated. It's funny because Brad liked them. I hated the background vocals. You can see me turning. I hated the off mic things. So I think they missed on this cover, but you be the judge. Blackstone Cherry, Give Me One Reason. And last, but certainly not least, because after the pain, Give Me Shelter, I thought it was fitting that we would mention the new Stone signal. So Derek, Pain, Give Me Shelter.
That's funny. I originally wanted to bring this song. I've been holding on to this song for a while. And I've been wanting to bring it on because of our known, the known disdain that Brad has for the Rolling Stones. He hates everything rolling. If it's a stone and it's even drifting down a hill, he hates it. That's how much he hates Rolling Stones.
He doesn't like the greatest rock and roll band in history very much.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't own one of their albums, so it's not like I'm a fanboy or anything. But how can you not like Rolling Stones songs when they're in a soundtrack of a movie, Jumpin' Jack Flash or Gimme Shelter, anything? Come on. They always sound super cool in movies. So here we go. So this is Pain doing Gimme Shelter, and I like it a lot. They keep the best part of the song in here, which is the female vocals for that chorus. And they actually, the production almost makes it bigger. That part of the song has always been my favorite part because it just creates kind of an urgency and some emotion. I loved it. I thought they did a fantastic job. I was amazed when I first heard it, and I was excited to bring it and see what Brad thinks, the hater.
So I thought the intro stayed very close to the Stone sound, coming in. And then once the drums kicked in, they metaled it up. And I liked it. I thought it was a killer cover. They did a good job on this one. Good YouTube visualizer, too, I might add. Brad.
So you mentioned the intro. They did tone it down a little bit. I loved the deeper tones to it. I actually checked out the original song because I'm not a Stones fan, and I'm not gonna hide that. But the original lyrics were kind of muted and muffled. But Pain's version of this is very clear and on point. I really like that. They did, stay true to a lot of the original song, especially in the background sounds. When you listen to it, you can hear it. I like the melodic sounds in the middle of the song. I really dig that. I think in the Stones song it's like a keyboard or an organ or something, but I'm still not a Stones fan. But this version is better.
So that is our YouTube show, man. So we got 3 new covers that rock pretty hard. We got Pain, Give Me Shelter. We got Bloody Hammers, the Twilight Zone cover, and Blackstone, Sherry. Give me one reason to stay here. I'll turn this bitch around.
Brad, don't go anywhere again,
all right,
because I know you want to run out and buy that new Rolling Stones single. But stop.
All right, Derek, take us out. YouTube's done.
Surprising me stuff. What is that about?
Oh, I just did that for fun because you did it to me last week.